Good Tuesday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, we had the sun come out to play yesterday. It came out in the latter half of the day. Pretty gorgeous afternoon. As we head on our way into today, are we expecting to see similar conditions?
No, we are going to see increasing clouds throughout the day as a prelude to some showers that are going to be arriving this evening. Now, once the showers do arrive later this evening, we are going to be looking at fairly damp weather conditions that will stick around through Wednesday. And this is going to be the start of an active weather pattern, as we are going to be looking at plenty of lower elevation rain and higher elevation snow in the forecast through the end of the work week and into the weekend. But before we talk about that, let's talk about today in Yakima right now. I do understand that we are seeing passing clouds and clearing at this point, sitting at 37 degrees. Clouds will be on an increasing trend through the day. Here's a look at your weather headlines today and going forward. Increasing clouds and mostly dry through this Tuesday afternoon. As I've already referenced, showers are going to be returning this evening, and then more rain and mountain snow is in the forecast. Even after tomorrow, we will talk about all three of these weather headlines in more depth. We'll also talk about rain amounts and snow amounts coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Franklin County. We now know the identity of a man whose body was found last October at the Juniper Dunes Recreation Area. This case now turning into a homicide investigation. Franklin County Sheriff's deputies say 30-year-old Jazel Jimenez Caballero was last seen alive in the morning hours of May 30th, 2023. He was near downtown Pasco at the time of his disappearance. Authorities are asking anyone to come forward who might have information about the case. If you have any info, contact the Franklin County Sheriff's Office on their non-emergency line. And a Serrano gang member is facing charges accused of a knife attack near Sunnyside. It happened on February 27th in the 2600 block of Scheller Road. Police say the suspect is accused of getting on top of the victim and stabbing them in the face. The victim told police he was able to wrestle the knife away from the suspect and hit the suspect with the handle of the knife. He said the man fled at that point, but was quickly found and is now in the Yakima County Jail facing first-degree assault charges. He's being held on $100,000 bail. And Ellensburg's 2024 crime report is now out, and it shows a decrease in some crime and a huge jump in another category. Police Chief Ken Wade shared his report with the Ellensburg City Council. According to him, juvenile crime dropped 67%. However, gang activity is on the rise, with one example being a juvenile gang-related murder. He did say violent crime dropped 75%. Traffic crashes were up 8%, while mental health-related calls increased by 191% over the past decade. He did note suicide attempts dropped by 70% compared to 2015.
We also have a blind spot in the fact that it's really been a challenge trying to get a hand around what's going on in the university setting. We are seeing increases across the state in other drugs that are not showing up here in Ellensburg.
Fentanyl and meth remain prevalent in the community, according to Chief Wade. Adams County is now being sued by the Washington State Attorney General's office for its role in immigration enforcement. A lawsuit filed yesterday in Spokane County Superior Court alleges the Adams County Sheriff's Office has been collaborating with federal immigration agents and aiding the Trump administration by enlisting local law enforcement for federal immigration work, a violation of the Keep Washington Working Act. Now, the suit goes on to accuse the Sheriff's Office of holding people in custody based only on their immigration status, helping federal agents question people in custody, and routinely giving immigration officers personal information of hundreds of Washingtonians. After several inquiries about what penalties could be enforced if ACSO is found guilty, the AG's office tells us, quote, the courts can impose their own penalties and have great latitude in how severe those would be in the event someone is willfully violating their order. Our office would also have standing to file enforcement and contempt motions. Now, meanwhile, Adams County Sheriff Dale Wagner is pushing back on the lawsuit, posting a statement on Facebook saying, in part, quote, the state's restrictions attempt to tie the hands of law enforcement, making it harder to cooperate with federal agencies that help keep dangerous individuals off our streets. Public safety should never be a political issue, yet this lawsuit prioritizes ideology over the safety of our communities. We do not enforce federal immigration law, but we also will not turn a blind eye to criminal activity no matter who commits it. I stand by my deputies and our commitment to enforcing the law. Switching gears this morning, a wrongful termination lawsuit against the city of Sunnyside is now settled, with a former employee getting $75,000. Former City Administration Services Director Jamison Horner filed the suit after getting fired by City Manager Mike Gonzalez. Horner's wrongful termination claim was based on a lack of documented performance issues, Americans with Disability Act protections, and unionization activities. The suit originally requested $800,000 in damages, but the lawsuit was settled for $75,000. Prosser City Council recently directed staff to begin collecting applications from residents interested in participating in a new subscription-based curbside recycling program. The optional subscription-based service will only be possible with enough community participation for the program to be offered. A minimum of 400 customers need to sign up. If offered, the program will cost $24 a month in addition to customers' current garbage rate. For more information on the program, you can visit our website, kimatv.com. A nationwide organization is being recognized this week for their work with local students across our region. Leaders with the United Way of Benton and Franklin counties tell us they're highlighting the local chapter of AmeriCorps, an organization which combats chronic absenteeism among school students. They say 15 members currently assist more than 300 students across 9 middle schools in Benton and Franklin counties.
Sometimes they even show up at their sports activities and their after-school activities, just showing them that someone at school cares and is paying attention. And then they can also provide in-class supports or tutoring supports, whatever it takes to get that student engaged in school.
With AmeriCorps, a federally funded organization, organizers tell us Friday's looming government shutdown could have significant risks to local youth who have benefited from the program's extensive work over the last 4 years.
A lot of these kids who our members are able to engage with on a daily basis, I think a lot of them, they wouldn't be coming to school as often if they're coming to school. The impact on those students, I mean, we will have, I think just chronic absenteeism for us, for some of these kids would go up.
Nearly $500,000 is used to fund AmeriCorps in our region every year. And with that, let's jump right over to meteorologist Jefferson Donovan to talk the weather today. Jefferson, we had some sun breaks yesterday. Seems like today we're going to see more in the way of clouds and even possible increased rain shower chances?
Rain shower chances are really going to hold off till this evening. It's just, we're kind of limited by the icons we have, but I do have the raindrop icon with the sun and clouds on the graphic, just so I can kind of portray the fact that there is some rain in the forecast in the next 24 hours. You can see it. You can see those temperatures on your screen. It's not going to be too shabby. We are primarily going to see upper 40s to mid 50s, maybe a smidge warmer in the Columbia Basin. In general, it is going to be a primarily dry but mostly cloudy afternoon. Again, though, we are going to see those raindrop chances ramp up as we head into this evening. We'll talk more about that with the Storm Tracker Futurecast coming up.
Thanks, Jeff.